Okay, so not a lot of you know maybe, but this is my first yoga session in almost 5 months. I tried yesterday in the house, went great, and when I was finally done and resting and thinking, I'm gonna post a story to tell everyone that I'm going to do a yoga session today. And I'm laying in Shavasana, so happy, and Jesper steps on my finger. And so we'll see how it goes. It's a sprained pinky finger, but I will try to do my best. And I thought, because I'm not really well, we're going to do a very slow, steady stretch kind of yoga today. So I want you to start with also some balance. So if we can start by standing. And what we're going to do is just practice. You can have your hands however you want, in or out, however you feel. And what we're going to do is we're going to spread our toes and kind of rock so you feel that you have a balance and steady ground. And then come up on your toes slowly. And then back down slowly. And now try to come up on your heel. It's very difficult, so slow and steady, and then back again on your toes. Don't have to go all the way, we're just warming up. And back on our heels. I can't do it either on my heels yet. Okay, and now just turn your feet on one side, make circles. Morning, welcome to join in. Feels like everyone is a little bit sick also now. And the other side. And let's do the other leg. And the other side. And then while we're here, we can just lift one leg up and grab the knee. And one good thing to do here is also push your pelvic forward so that you're not arching back. And then drag your knee as far up as you can. It's about finding balance. Okay, let that go and lift the other leg. We're not going too far yet. So find the steady ground, lift that knee, and push your pelvic forward. Tense your abs and push a little bit more if possible. It's okay to be wobbly. It's the first session of the morning also. Okay, set it down. And now I want you guys to come down in a wide-legged sit. And what's important here is to keep your heels touching your bum. Also, when you're sitting like this, it's natural for the body to want to do like this. And what I mean is we're not going to sit like this. We want to drag the pelvic forward, engage with our glutes so that we're sitting in a straight position. And this is also something that every time we are in a position and we breathe and relax, our body forgets. So for every breath that you do, try and remember always pelvic, abs, shoulders back. For every time we breathe, remind yourself, because we go back into that pattern of being in a wrong position. So when we have this position here where we are strengthening our abs, we're going forward, we're not bending, We're just going forward and we are pushing ourselves down towards our heels while we're walking forward. As far as you can. So it's a push and pull game. You're pushing with your hands backwards. And you're tensing your abs. Don't let them just hang down. Engage your glutes. And relax your forehead. Try to stretch your arms even further, kind of dragging so that you can pull yourself with your fingers. And now look up and walk your hands over to one side, doesn't matter which one. Still pushing down, still touching your heels with your butt, and just dragging that side out. Remember to breathe. And back to center. And then drag yourself forward one more time. And then to the other side. And then come up. And I just realized we have no music. That'd be nice, right? Some piano? Okay. All right, guys, let's meet in tabletop on hands and knees. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our right leg and we're just going to stretch it back. And now spread your fingers, relax your shoulders, and push that leg backwards while you're maintaining a straight back. And take the same leg, the right leg, over towards the edge of your mat. And then push your body to the right while you look to the left. Look back to your left side. Okay, now take the same leg, put it in between your arms. Keep your hands on the mat yet. We're just gonna lean forward. Don't overdo it, just wherever you are. It's okay. Morning. You can also try to put your right arm inside and press your knee out a little bit. It's a different stretch here. Okay, now half stretch or half split. It doesn't matter if your knee is bent or straight. I am very much like a refrigerator comparison, so let's take it easy. Here is also very easy for us to want to go into this kind of position. If we are, it's going to be a lot easier for us. But this is also where we can have injuries, so push your shoulders back, better to stretch a little bit. You'll see immediate difference in your stretch if you straighten your back and lift your gaze up a little bit. Okay, one more time, forward, inside or outside, whatever feels good. Just remind yourself to push your shoulders back away from your ears. We don't want to hang on them. Strong. Okay, let's switch legs. So tabletop, and now we're stretching our left leg back and pushing so that we're stretching our calf. And then pulling that left leg over to the right side and looking back on our right side, sorry. You should feel a really nice stretch in your right side and left lower parts. Now bring the left leg in between your feet. And let's start by just slowly bending. Have your hands cupped or down or in, whatever feels comfortable for you right now. Just remember to pull the shoulders back. Okay, let's stretch. Remember to try and keep your back straight. Doesn't matter if it's bent, it's coming. We do this a little bit every day. It's gonna go quick. If it feels nice, like me, I'm now rocking a little bit because I'm very tensed in this leg. It's always better on one side, isn't it? Okay, one more time, forward. And now we're gonna come up in our first downward facing dog. So both hands in the mat. Let's see how this goes with my broken finger. And we're lifting the left leg, we're coming up. Now what's important here is to relax your shoulders away from your ears and push backwards. It's okay if your knees are a little bit bent. As we call it, walking the dog feels really nice when you do one leg at a time, pressing down in the mat. Take your time, find your breathing. Okay, we're coming back in to forward, and instead of doing a normal cat and cow, this is going to feel really nice if you are often sore really around here or on your sides. I know many women are, I am. So instead of doing a normal cat and cow, we are going to go for the more crooked one. So we're going to go side like a cat. And the slower you go, the more you can drag yourself and pull. And you're gonna feel that stretch on your side more. Doesn't have to look good, should just feel good. 2 more, and then we're gonna go to the other side and do the same. Okay, switch direction. And try to really come down on your heels every time you go back. And twist your body like a squirming cat on a board. 2 more. Okay, we're gonna come back into tabletop. This time, I want you to have your knees in the same position, 90-degree angle approximately, and just walk your hands forward like a puppy stretching. As far as you can, find a point where you can breathe and relax. Okay, come back into tabletop. And we're going to take one more of the stretch, so left foot forward. And now important is to engage your glutes, engage your abs, so that you have a 90-degree angle here. Press down on your left toe as much as you can. And now try to lift the back leg off the mat. And try to drag that foot. It's balance also. Daily thing you should practice. Again here, the body when it's wobbly wants to find a calm connection. And that also means that we lose our focus easily. So every time engage, correct your posture, tense your abs, and find that inner strength. And every breath, correct yourself. Okay, let go carefully. And we're gonna do a full sit on our heel, our right heel. And here, it's not important to come all the way down. It doesn't matter if this knee is a bit bent. What matters is you pull your toe towards you. You make sure that your hips are straight. And slowly but surely, you try to move forward and try to not bend down like this. Because what matters is only that we have a straight back and we're trying to do it slowly so our body can keep up. And every breath, try and pull yourself a little further if that's possible. Straighten the toes, breathe. Relax the shoulders. Okay, we're coming into downward facing dog. Again, move as you wish. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. If you feel like it, you can lift a leg and shake it. Just see how your body reacts. If you move it on the other side or if you just have it there. You can put it down and try the other one. Just stretch those hips a little bit. Okay, we're gonna come down again and we're gonna do the other leg. So forward with your right leg. Engage your glute. Correct your posture, lower your shoulders. And when you have it, try to lift. This is fine enough. You see my right leg is not so great today. If you can't go further, don't. Just listen to your body and try. Don't forget to correct yourself. The body has a way of tricking. See? Okay, one more time. Let's see. Okay, let's meet back in downward facing dog. From here, we're going to do a flow. So if you want, you can put your knees down and go from here. And we're going to come back up into our downward facing dog. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can go straight from it, down. Oh, I'm surprised I could do that. I'm shaking like a leaf though. And then back up. All right, now take your right leg, lift it up in the sky. And see if you can pass it over a little bit on your other side so that you're really opening up that hip. And now bring it forward to your front and lift it up. Only 2 of these, so last one coming now. One more. Nice. Now, put it over. We're going to come into pigeon pose. Nice. That felt great. Okay, either you can sit in this for a little while or you can come down immediately. When I'm here, I like to tense my whole glute. And when I'm tensing the glute, I can then calmly stretch my upper back. So what I'm doing here is not pulling my lower back. My lower back is still, and I'm only pulling my upper back. And that can feel really nice in this position. Don't forget to engage your glutes. Nice. Okay, let's come down and rest on your arms or however it feels nice. Sometimes this can be really painful. And one thing then is that usually helps me is to tense and relax. So tense your butt, relax your butt. Tense your butt, relax your butt. And that tricks the body into thinking it's not so bad. Yes. Find your breathing. Okay, in your own pace, sit back up, stretch if you like, move a little bit. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. So take your time, slow and steady, and just stretch out. Might feel good to lift the right leg again and just pull it over to the other side just to open it up again. And now take the right leg, open it up. See if you can pull it over on your side a little bit. And now pull your knee towards your forehead, 1 of 2. And back up. Last one. And then turn it into pigeon. One side is always easier. This is my horrible side. Which means I usually have to sit a little bit more first to warm it up. If you want, you can go for the stretch. Remember to engage your glutes so that you're not pulling your lower back. And then lay down. Sometimes it's easier to really push that other leg back to open up in front. Also more painful. Don't forget to breathe and relax. All right, guys, come up in your own pace. Stretch a little bit. Let that leg loose. Shake it off. And then walk all the way up to the edge of the mat. And we're going to come into our yogi squat. So I haven't tried this one either in 5 months. So find first where your feet are comfortable, not on their toes. So that can be sometimes wider grip, that's fine. And I usually find mine by doing this. That's easier for me. I warm up my hips meanwhile. Also time goes, and then finally I can minimize my grip a little bit. And now I can put my hands in between. And maybe I can push my knees out a little bit more. And now I want to engage and lift. You see, I'm lifting because I'm engaging my glute. That means I can open up even more. You know, stretch upward, engage the glute, lift yourself. Nice. Now put your hands down and stretch your legs. This one, I have to warn you. This one I used to hate because it's a pain in the ass when you're not really flexible. So I tried it again yesterday and I hate it myself because it's really painful, but you're gonna love it if you do it every day. It stretches all the way into the ischias nerve and it's... So what you do basically, very easy, you take your right leg over the left, bend over, and all you do now is you bend towards the opposite direction. So if it's my right leg is over the left and I'm bending to the right. You want your back leg, the left leg to be straight or as straight as possible, but the right leg can be bent. Okay, let's go for the other side. So first come down into the middle, and then now your left leg goes over the right, and you're twisting to the left. The back leg, the right leg should be straight, the front leg can be bent. Was this easy for you? Good. Okay, come back to neutral. Let's see how our balance is from now to the beginning. So first, we want to roll up on our toes and just stand here for a bit, find your balance, spread your toes so they all have room to play. And now roll slowly back and up on your heels. Impossible. Okay, one more time. And back up on our heels. And now lift one leg. Remember to lift it as high as you can, and when you're done, push your pelvic forward so we're not arching. And then toes pointing downwards. Relax your shoulders. Engage those glutes and abs. And lose balance. Yes. Couple of more seconds. Find a spot that's about 2 meters ahead of you. Great. And now take the same leg, pull it behind you. Make sure that your knees are parallel. And then same, push your pelvic forward, still knees together, and now we drag it backwards. Nice. Knees together. Together. Yes. Not behind. This is not good. So together. And pushing forward, engage your glutes, abs. Okay, relax, shake it off. Let's take the other one. So lift, find your focus, make sure your feet have enough space between the toes. And lift, Engage your glutes. Push your pelvic forward. Like someone is dragging something on your head. So you're pulling up in a straight line, or as straight as we can be, at least. Nice. Okay, backwards, knees together. When you have them, pull your pelvic forward, drag that toe behind you. Oh, it's hot now. Okay, you can set your feet down. I'm just hot. Okay, let's come down to seated. Robin, skulle du kunna ta lite vatten till mig? Ja. Okay, we're going to come into almost a diamond pose, but as close as we can get with our feet. And now what happens, usually, if I sit like this without correcting myself, I'm going kind of like a ball, right? This is not a great position because now I'm putting a lot of pressure on my middle and lower back. So what I want to do now is I want to grab my feet, push them forward even more. Oh, that was difficult with a broken finger. And now correct myself so that I'm pulling with the force of my feet. I'm now pulling my shoulders backward. I'm pushing my knees down, and I'm pushing my whole body forward so that I'm in complete force. Everything is now pushing and pulling something. Can you feel it? Yeah, it's kind of nice also to rock like this. Also helps to make it not so hard sometimes. And again, the body wants to relax. It doesn't like work. So remember it. Engage your abs, engage your glutes, press down, and really relax your shoulders backwards. Okay, we're going to do a similar one, but move your feet more now in a diamond pose, maybe. And now take your hands inside, and then we're going to touch and grab our feet. Nice. However is comfortable for you. This one is an annoyance, but if you are a lot of pain in your lower back, I recommend doing this 15 minutes a day after you've had a hot shower or glass of wine or whatever you like. And now we want to drag with our shoulders back. So drag your shoulders back and push the knees down and then drag forward. So it's three things. You're dragging yourself forward, you're pushing your shoulders back, and you're pushing your knees down. So this should really drag in your lower spine and lower back. You feel it? Nice. If you're not feeling it, it can be because you're sitting like this. So if you look at me now and you feel that you're kind of sitting like this, that might be why you're not feeling it. So drag the shoulders way back, and now I can feel it. Okay, slowly come up. And relax your back a little bit. And now we're going to stretch our legs. Morning. Okay, so sit as wide as you can. It doesn't really matter how wide that is, just whatever feels okay. And make sure that you can grab your feet somehow. At least that is the goal. So if you can't, great, we have a goal. Now, same thing here. I want to pull my bum up. So I'm pulling my bum up to make even more possible for me to sit straight. So just pull it out. Yep. So you're really a firm seat. And what are we going to do here now? We're going to take one foot, and when we have it, we have to open up so that we're not twisting. We don't want to be here yet. Just straight. And one arm goes up, and really drag it up while you open up your chest. And we take forward, bring your arm forward towards your foot, and now lean over. Come back to middle and just pull yourself forward with a straight back, so no need to bend it. We don't have to go far. You should feel it here. Doesn't need a lot. Okay, back to top. Same on the other side. So grab the foot, open up your chest, and then stretch. And then bring that arm forward to your feet. Oh, nice. Okay, now come down and lay all the way down, slowly. And bring your feet together to touch. And now, my normal reaction of my body is for my body to have this arch when I do this. So we don't need this, we don't want this, so we're pushing the pelvic forward, abs down in the mat. This is the important thing today, no arch. And what we're gonna do now is for 10 deep breaths, we're gonna push our knees as far down in the mat as we can while we're just relaxed in our all other body. So start by pushing your knees down, counting to 10. Don't forget to correct yourselves. The body wants to relax. And now when you have to 10, you lift yourself up without engaging the lower back. So you're lifting with only your butt. So you're pushing your pelvic up, knees down, and you're just laying on your traps or your shoulders. And then relax without an arch. And then back into where you push knees down. We have 3 to go. And now push them back up using your feet and your bum. Push the pelvic up to the floor, relax on your traps. Knee still pushes down. And then carefully back down. Now let your one leg fall down on the mat and grab the other one. And just make nice circles around your chest with your knee. Try to really drag it up towards your chest when you come close and kind of push it down on the other direction. And now grab the foot of your right hand wherever it feels comfortable for you, but have your head still rested on the mat. It doesn't matter if your leg is a little bit bent. Try to focus on pushing your toes down. The flexibility comes when we do things properly. For me, it feels good to also rock it a little bit back and forth. Maybe I can stretch it a little bit more. Few more breaths. Now take the same leg and push it out towards the side the leg it's on, you could say. And now if my right leg goes out to the side, my left arm goes to the opposite, and so does my head. So my right leg points to the right side and my left arm points to the left. So I'm using it as force, I'm not rolling over. And now take the same leg, grab your knee and pull it over to your left in my case, but make sure that you take your face and you turn it facing the right side, so opposite side. Keep both shoulders on the ground and look the opposite side of where your leg is. The closer you can get your knee to the ground, the more stretch your lower back gets. All right, come back to center, grab both your knees and rock a little bit side to side. Feel the stretch on your spine. You now put the right leg down in the mat and stretch the left one if you did my ones. Make circles with it if that feels good. And then grab the knee and stretch it. Try to focus on getting your toes to point downwards. And for every breath out, try to stretch it even more. And now take the left leg, push it out to the side. The right arm goes to the right and you're looking to the right. Push your whole pelvic down so you're not leaning over. Shoulders are in the ground. And now take the left leg, pull it over to the side, and you're looking on your left. Okay, come back to center. Lay comfortably and just relax. Let's have Shavasana. Thank your body for these 45 minutes of yoga and for whatever you have planned today. Find the inner peace Manifestation is also appropriate to do now. Slowly find some life in your fingers. Start moving your hands. And then in your own pace, just open your eyes and sit up. All right, guys. I'm so happy that you guys joined me on my first yoga session in almost 5 months. That went really well, I think. And I will do more and more intense as my body allows. So I hope you join me for that. But now it's going to be a usual thing again. So thank you very much. I wish you a great day. Thank you. Nice. Babarin Hassanis.